Welcome back to the top news channel RF Update. If you find my video useful, don't forget to click like and subscribe. Crush the EU. VDL in crisis with the fruits of Brexit. It's a shame you don't know. The British people have won the referendum on Brexit. The majority of companies are turning their backs on the EU in favour of expanding their exports outside of the continent. In the wake of Brexit, business leaders in post-Brexit Britain are aiming to boost their exports outside of the EU. Many opinions say that, had the doom-mongers not fought our exit from the protectionist EU for 4 years led by such as the CBI, then the picture would have been even better. On the other hand, a bit obvious really, isn't it? The EU, in their quest to make UK exports more difficult into the EU by their red tape and bureaucracy, encourage UK exporters to look elsewhere to do business. The EU are famous for biting their nose to spite their face. For me personally, it can't come soon enough. Free trade with like-minded nations makes sense. A so-tariff called free trade arrangement with the EU, strangled with red tape and higher costs, threats and bullying at the ports, makes no sense whatsoever. According to a source, global logistics service One World Express conducted a study of 752 decision-makers in British companies and discovered that more than half either now operate worldwide or are aiming to do so by 2022. As a direct outcome of the Brexit vote, the poll found that this was no coincidence. And the results say it all. 62% of those polled said Brexit pushed them to shift their imports to non-EU markets instead of keeping them inside the EU. In the meanwhile, 68% have indicated worldwide they've seen an increase in demand for their products since the 2016 election. According to some recent reviews, some readers said, "Us Leave voters always knew the UK is a major trading country reputable around the world. We knew once the EU shakes were off we would fly. Why wouldn't the rest of the world want to trade with us? This is just the beginning. Make it a policy never to knowingly buy anything from the EU, especially France and Germany. Support British businesses. If you holiday in the EU, go to Greece where they like the Brits for saving them from invasion by the Turks, the Germans and the Italians." In a recent speech, Ms. Truss said, "CPTPP membership is a huge opportunity for Britain. It will help shift our economic centre of gravity away from Europe towards faster-growing parts of the world, and deepen our access to massive consumer markets in the Asia-Pacific. We would get all the benefits of joining a high-standards free trade area, but without having to cede control of our borders, money or laws." Many people voiced their opinion that. Someone named Sultan Gree said, "Why would any business want to continue to trade with a bloc that, even after a FTA was signed, is going out of its way to make trade way more difficult and expensive than it needs to be? If it's easier to trade with the row now, why wouldn't they? The blinkers have been removed and the complacent have awoken to a wider world than they bothered with before." A man named Tommy Atkins 1815 said, "With EU demigods in Brussels becoming more power-crazed, it makes sense to turn to other markets. Relying on one area is not sensible, trade with the world not one bloc."